welcome back to C2 Novel and Vocab Week 23. Thank you for joining me and everybody. Unfortunately, this is our last video of this semester. Don't cry, don't cry. Oh no, the date up there says 2024 second semester, but I should say 2025, but it's okay. But yes, as I just mentioned, today is our last video because there is no test for week 24 list, so we don't have to go over it, but you should still do the homework for it, okay? So let's move on, everyone. If you've already watched these videos, go ahead and skip to the first word, but if this is your first week and last week, hello. My name is Miss Kimberly, and the goal of our session is to have students understand each word in our vocabulary workbook, and to be cognizant of some of the phrases from our novel that may be difficult for us to understand, and I will be here to help you throughout it all. Today's agenda, number 1, we will go over week 23 vocabulary. Then we'll go over extra example sentences. And in the next video, for number 3, you will go over difficult phrases from our novel. And then after both videos, you'll have to review and self-study. Okay? But why are we doing this? We're going over the vocabulary for vocabulary acquisition. By learning the definition, synonym, antonym, and the part of speech of the word, this can significantly and greatly improve your reading comprehension and your contextual usage. Then we're going to go over extra example sentences, and this is to help with your writing variation. By looking at a variety of example sentences with a specific vocabulary word, students can learn how to use the word in different sentence structures and make your writing more interesting. So without further ado, everyone, please go get your vocabulary workbook and turn with me to week 23. Are you there? Good job. So number 1 from TED Talks is the word contract. Everyone say contract. Oh, but some of you are saying, oh, Miss Kimberly, I thought this word was pronounced contract, like something that you sign. But no, contract, well, the one that you sign, is a noun. But today we're going to look at the verb, which is contract. It's very different on which words which sounds you emphasize here, okay? The synonym for this is reduce, and the antonym is expand. It is a verb, and it means to become less or smaller. In our book, it says the habitats of many wild animals are contracting because humans need more living space. Oh no! So the humans are taking over the space where the wild animals should be living. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. A pufferfish contracts back to its normal size when it is no longer threatened. So the pufferfish isn't always just big all the time. It's usually just a regular fish. But then it puffs up and expands when it feels like it is in danger. But when it's no longer in danger, and it will contract back to its normal size. Make sure that you write your example sentence here. Let's look at the bottom. Number 1, it says, when the ice melts, it will contract and shrink. Yes, the particles and the molecules will contract and shrink into smaller pieces. Next one, it says, the balloon began to contract when the air inside was let out. Yeah, so if we have a big balloon, think of like the pufferfish, it gets bigger, but then when we let the air out, the balloon contracts and gets smaller. Number 2, everyone say objective. Objective. The synonym is a goal, and the part of speech is a noun. It means something that a person plans to do or achieve. So what's your goal? What's the thing that you're trying to get done? That's your objective. Our example sentence from our TED Talks is, the objective of the new law is to reduce wildlife trafficking. So they're trying to get rid of people hunting the animals here. That's their goal. That's their objective. Let's read the example together. 1, 2, 3. it is good to have a clear objective so you are aware of your goal. So to have a clear objective means you know what you want to get finished and what you want to get done. Okay, good. Over here it says her main objective was to finish her homework before dinner. So sometimes we'll try to go it really fast, but we shouldn't rush through the homework. Do it slowly. You can continue after dinner. It's okay. Next one, it says he set an objective to read 5 books this month. So that was his goal. He said, you know what? I haven't been reading a lot, so I'm going to change and I'm going to read at least 5 this month. And that was his objective, what he wanted to finish that time. That's a great objective. Number 3, everyone say acquire. Acquire. The synonym is attain and the antonym is lose. It's a verb and it means to get or obtain something, meaning to get it. Okay, attain, obtain, they rhyme and they are also synonymous here. In our book it says conservationists in Nepal have acquired a drone, meaning they got a drone. They received it. They are able to use it. Let's read the example together. 1, 2, 3. He acquired a fortune after winning the competition. Meaning, so since he won the competition, he was able to get a fortune. Maybe he got some reward money from winning it. That would be wonderful. I want to win that too. Over here it says, they wanted to acquire new knowledge by reading books. So we read books, we read so that we could get knowledge. Sometimes we just want to put the book on our head and just hope that the information just flows into our brains. But that doesn't happen. We got to read it. Next line, it says, the library helped students acquire the books they needed for research. So they went to the library, but they needed to get some research done. So the librarian helped them find the books that they needed to get for more information. Thank you, librarian. And number 4, everyone say monitor. Monitor. The synonym is track and the antonym is nothing. There is a blank there. The part of speech is a verb and it means to watch and check on a person or thing for a period of time in order to discover something about it. Meaning you just keep watching it until something happens. Like I'm watching you right now. In our book it says, new technology has made it easier to monitor wildlife populations from far away. So we're able to see all this wildlife and how they live, and we're able to monitor them, meaning watch them and keep track of them because of new technology. Thank you, science. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. The doctor carefully monitors the patient's recovery rate by keeping a record. So they usually have like a clipboard, right, of all your information, and they monitor that how you're getting better. Over here it says parents often monitor their children's screen time. Oh, yes, this is a very hot topic these days. Parents will either lock your phone so that you cannot use it anymore, or maybe they'll just set a time for you to maybe only use it for 30 minutes a day, and then they have to stop. Next one, it says we need to monitor the temperature to make sure it stays safe for the animals. So sentence is talking about like at the zoo, right? They have to make sure that the temperature is fit for each animal, so they have to monitor it, watch and check. Number 5, let's move on to our novel words. Number 5 is associate. Associate. The synonym is link and the antonym is disconnect. It is a verb and it means to connect a person or thing in one's mind with someone or something else. So if I were to be like, oh, I associate, I don't know, numbers with that time when I was learning in math class. So it's to make a connection in your brain. Let's look at the example sentences. In our book, it says, they want Ruby to associate the noise with the treat. This is with the clicker, right? The click, click, click. So she did something that they wanted to do. They would click and then give her a treat. So she wanted to say that click noise is associated with the treat. Make it into like a little relationship there. Let's read the example. 1, 2, 3. I associate bread with my grandmother because she is always baking. So whenever we see bread, you're like, oh, I think of my grandma because she used to always bake it. That's also a good association too. Let's look here. It says, she associates summer with going to the beach because maybe every summer break they would go to the beach. And that'll be easy for us because we here live in Busan right next to the beach and it's so wonderful. Next one, it says, people often associate cold weather with the winter season. Of course, right now it is so cold outside. But yes, the cold weather, I very much so associate it with winter. You wouldn't think of cold weather with spring, would you? That'd be kind of weird. Number 6, everyone say wrinkle. Wrinkle. I have so many wrinkles. Oh, but this is a verb here. Oh, let's see. The synonym is crease and the antonym is smooth. It is a verb and it means to make the skin on a person's face form into lines or folds. So if you look here, that's a wrinkle. But I shouldn't do that because it'll stay there forever. If I smile, these are wrinkles too. I'm so old. I'm like a grandma now. Wrinkle. Let's look at the example sentence from the book. It says, Julia's brow wrinkles. What's going to happen to him, Dad? What if Max shuts down the whole mall? Meaning, again, her brows wrinkled. They went like this. Example sentence. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. After waiting for hours, he began to wrinkle his forehead in frustration. Oh my, look at this picture. Look at all these wrinkles on this man's face because of his frustration. Yanks. Over here it says the old man wrinkled his face in a smile, like I did before. Next one, it says when the dog was scared, it wrinkled its nose. So we can go like this, like that, wrinkle. All of you can also wrinkle your nose. Try it. Number 7, everyone say fondly. Fondly. The synonym is affectionately and the antonym is hatefully. It's an adverb and it means in a way that shows love or great liking. So, meaning in a good way. This is a positive word here. In our book it says, I gaze at her fondly. I think that's a good idea, and I think Stella would have agreed. So here it's saying that you looked at her in a very nice and loving way. Let's read the example together. 1, 2, 3. We looked at our old photos fondly, remembering all of our favorite moments. That's so nice. I love looking at old photos too, and I would look at them very fondly because I liked, all those pictures from the past, and it's good to reminisce, right? Over here, it says, they hugged each other fondly before saying goodbye. Of course, we wouldn't hug someone in like a hateful way, would we? I don't think so. Next one, it says, the teacher fondly watched the students work on their art projects. So imagine you're working on your art project and the teacher's like, such good students, good job. That's to be looking at them fondly. Number 8, everyone say nimble. Nimble. The synonym is agile and the antonym is slow. It's an adjective and it means able to move quickly, easily, and lightly. Nimble. So you're moving all the way around. In our book it says, me too, I say, and I think of my nimble sister racing through the brush, always just out of my reach. So when they're running around, nimble, to move around very quickly. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. The nimble squirrel was able to easily escape from the barking dog. So the squirrels, since they're able to move quickly and easily and lightly, they are very nimble. Over here it says, the cat was so nimble that it jumped over the fence without touching it. Yes, cats can jump very high without even stretching before. They're so nimble. Next one, it says his nimble fingers worked quickly to fix the broken toy. So his fingers very quickly, nimble. Number 9, this is very different. The word is lumber. lumber. The synonym is plod and the antonym is sprint. It is a verb and it means to move in a slow, heavy way. To move in a slow, heavy way, which is very opposite of nimble, right? Someone who is nimble would not really lumber anywhere. In our book it says, "Good Ivan, good boy," Maya says, "when I lumber into my box." So Ivan was walking very slowly into the cage. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. The hungry bear slowly lumbers through the forest in search of food. So they're just going around looking for food and lumbering, meaning they're walking very slowly and heavily. Here, it says the tired worker lumbered back to his car after a long day. So maybe he has to drive home now, but he's lumbering, walking very slowly. Next one, it says the elephant lumbered across the fields, its heavy footsteps shaking the ground. So I don't really see many elephants like jumping around and running around, right? Usually they're kind of slow, big, heavy footsteps, and they would lumber. Lumber. Number 10, everyone say slat. Slat. The synonym is a board, and it is a noun. It means a thin, narrow, flat strip of wood, plastic, or metal. So as long as it's thin and narrow, and whatever material it is, you can call it a slat. In our book, it says the fourth wall is a curtain of wooden slats strung together. So imagine the picture above. Next one, let's read the example. 1, 2, 3. I bought several wooden slats to replace the old ones in my front porch. So the front porch is kind of like a veranda, but it's more so in front of your big house. So they had wooden slats here. Over here, it says the fence was made of wooden slats, which kept the animals inside, which is very good if you have a dog and if you have a big backyard. Instead of having the dog run away, you may have a fence that is made out of wooden slats. Next one, it says he placed the slats of wood carefully to build a small shelf. Ooh, that'll be very good. Then we're going to be a bookshelf and we can put all of our books there. Very good idea. Slats. Number 11, everyone say placid. Placid. The synonym is serene and the antonym is agitated. It's an adjective and it means having a calm appearance or characteristics. So when you think of this word, you can always just think of calm. In our book, it says they are a contented group, placid and good-natured. Although, like any family, they bicker from time to time. So I think this is when Ivan was talking about the family that he was seeing through the TV and then later through the window. If you didn't read the story yet, I just gave away a big part of the story. Example, 1, 2, 3. The placid waters of the lake reflected the mountains perfectly. So it's very calm here. There's no big waves happening. It's just very calm. It doesn't move. Over here it says his placid nature helped him stay calm during stressful situations. So instead of becoming super angry or stressful or filled with anxiety, he was very calm. Next one, it says the morning air was placid with no winds or clouds in the sky. So again, a very calm morning here. Number 12, everyone say canine. Canine. It is a noun and it is the pointed teeth near the front of the mouth of humans and of some animals. And as you can see here in this picture, these sharp ones right here, those are the canines, the sharp teeth. Let's read the example. From our book, it says, I admire her intact canines from afar. Her name is Kenyani. This is when Ivan met the new or the other gorilla. Silverback. Yes. Example, let's read what is down there together. 1, 2, 3. The tiger's sharp canines help the ferocious predator tear through meat. Or tear through tough meat. Ooh, yes, that's the reason why they have those sharp teeth, is so that they can bite through stuff. Because they're predators and they're carnivores. Over here, it says dogs use their canine teeth to chew and tear their food. Kind of similar like above. And the next one, it says lions have very strong canine teeth to help them catch prey. Yes, so animals that have canine teeth are usually the ones that are predators and that are eating other animals, so that they're carnivores. Other herbivore animals don't really have canine teeth. They have flat, big teeth to help them chomp on the big plants and stuff. I believe so. I need to fact check that. But let's keep going. Number 13, everyone say amble. Amble. The synonym is saunter and the antonym is hurry. It's a verb and it means to go at a slow, easy pace. So amble and lumber, you may think, oh, they're quite similar. But really, lumber is more with heavy steps, right? But amble, you're just, walking carefree. So the emotion behind the two words is quite different, okay? So let's look here. In our book, it says, Kenyani ambles toward me. She taps me on the shoulder and knuckle runs away. So she goes slowly, tap, 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 and runs away. Very cute, Kenyani. Let's read the example. 1, 2, 3. I ambled along the beach, enjoying the gentle breeze and the sound of the waves. So yes, if I were to lumber along the beach, that means it's kind of a sad mood. But if you amble along the beach, that means you're happy. You're just, taking a nice, restful walk. Over here, it says they decided to amble through the park on a lazy afternoon. So instead of just staying home and watching TV, they decided to go to the park and have some fun and walk around. Next one, it says she ambled home after school, chatting with her friends. So she's just having a fun time walking home with her friends and talking. Number 14, everyone say wistful. Wistful. The synonym is a melancholy, and remember that's a long word for, yes, sad. And let's look at the definition here. It says sad and thinking about something that is impossible or in the past, and it is an adjective. So wistful means that you're sad, but you're also thinking about the past or something that's impossible. Let's read from what our book says. It says, Julia gives a wistful smile. Bye, Ivan. Say hello to your new family. It's because Julia wanted to stay, around Ivan, but she's also happy that Ivan was able to get out and have a new family here. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. Joe stared outside with a wistful longing for daring adventures from his youth. So as you can see here, Joe in this picture is an old man, and he's looking outside in a wistful manner because he's sad and thinking about how great adventures he had when he was younger. And he wishes that he could do that, but he's unable to now. Over here it says the wistful song made everyone feel nostalgic for the past. So maybe it's like an old song that brings some memories. Maybe you won't know any, but I'm sure your parents will know some wistful songs. Next one, it says the old photos made him feel wistful for the days that had gone by. Again, this is probably about someone who's a bit older, wishing that they were younger again and thinking about the olden days. So right now, as you're young, enjoy them. Have fun. Play. Number 15, everyone say millet. Millet. It is a noun and it is a plant that is similar to grass or the small seeds from this plant that can be eaten. In her book, and it says, these are all now textbook words, of course. In the rainy season, she planted sweet potatoes, millet, and beans. So again, they're the type of little seeds that you can eat. Our example sentence, it says, 1, 2, 3. You can add millet to soups and salads to include more fiber in your diet. Yum! Over here it says the farmer planted millet in the field for the upcoming harvest. In our next sentence it says millet is often used in porridge and bread in many parts of the world. So maybe you already have eaten this and you just don't know it. 16, everyone say envision. Envision. The synonym is visualize, to think about the pictures in your brain. It's a verb and it means to picture mentally. Let's read what it says from our textbook. It says, because of Wangari, those who carry on her work can envision a clean, safe environment for all. So they can picture a clean, safe future. Okay? Or they can think about, they can imagine. Those are some other words. Let's read the example together. 1, 2, 3. The fashion designer envisioned all the beautiful clothing she wanted to make. So she's like, I want to make that beautiful jacket. I want to make that pants. I want to make a shirt like that. Why is my voice so high? But yes, envision, to think about it mentally in your brain. Over here, it says she could envision herself becoming a famous artist one day. So she's like, I'm going to become this famous artist. And she could see it in her future. The next one, it says the director envisioned a beautiful scene with flowers blooming in the spring. So lots of movie directors have to, envision what they want to see in a movie before they actually create it. Very nice. Number 17, everyone say tremendously. Tremendously. The synonym is enormously, and the antonym is slightly. It's an adverb and it means in an excellent or impressive way. In our book, it says, these experiments eventually led to the development of the television, a tremendously popular communication system. So tremendously means like, whoa, really big. Okay. Let's read the example together. 1, 2, 3. Efficiency improved tremendously, causing a significant increase in productivity. Meaning they're able to work a lot faster and better, meaning they're able to be more productive. I think this is talking about a factory, right? I think so. Over here it says she worked tremendously hard to finish the project on time. So she's like, oh no, I gotta hurry up. I gotta go, and try to finish it. Next line, it says the new computer is tremendously faster than the old one. So maybe the old computer, you just press a button and you have to wait like 30 seconds. But now this new computer, you press a button and it opens right away. Tremendously. In an excellent and impressive way. Number 18, our word is lip reading. Lip reading. Noun, and it means a way of understanding what someone is saying by watching the movements of his or her mouth. So right now, maybe if you're to turn off the volume and then you have to read my lips to understand what I am saying. That would be lip reading. In our book, it says they were not taught sign language or lip reading or how to write. Ooh. So they were not taught many things there, but lip reading, to read lips. Let's read the example. 1, 2, 3. Part of lip reading is watching how someone's mouth moves when they talk. So sometimes to make lip reading a bit easier for other people, you would have to open your mouth a little bit bigger. Over here, people who are deaf often use lip reading to understand what others are saying, which is a very good and useful skill to have. Next, it says lip reading is helpful when someone cannot hear clearly. So if I can't really hear clearly, I would have to look at your lips and see what you're trying to say instead. Woo, number 19, everyone say desirable. Desirable. The synonym is appealing and the antonym is undesirable. I don't want it. Adjective, and it means having pleasing qualities or properties. So desirable, you want it. It's very pleasing to you. Let's read the example together because there's only one. 1, 2, 3. This cell phone has many desirable qualities, so many people want it. Yes. Everyone wants like the newest and trendiest cell phone these days because they have desirable qualities. And like, I don't know, the newest the newest cell phone or smartphone probably has a desirable quality like good camera quality, right? So then you can take very nice pictures. Who knows? Over here it says the desirable prize for the contest was a new bicycle. Oh my goodness. Say that you went out for like a speech contest and then the prize was a bike. That'd be awesome. That'd be a very desirable prize. Something that you really want. And some of you are like, I already have a bike. I don't need one. Some people may think it's desirable. Next one, it says good grades are desirable for students who want to get into a top university. Yes, if you want to go to a good school later on in life, you have to have good grades. It is desirable. And the last word of the semester. Number 20, the word is assist. Assist. The synonym is help and the antonym is hinder. The part of speech is a verb and it means to give support or aid. Basically meaning to help someone. Let's read the example together. 1, 2, 3. He asked his friend to assist in moving the heavy furniture. Yeah, so if you look at the picture above, it's like, can you move a couch or sofa by yourself? No. So you have to ask someone to help you, or you have to ask someone to assist you. Over here, it says the nurse will assist the doctor during the surgery. Yes, they will help them. So help is like an elementary word, but if you want to switch it out for a better synonym, then you can say assist. And the last example sentence, it says, can you assist me in finding the right book in the library? That's something that you may even say to a librarian, so you should practice that. Can you assist me in finding the right book in the library? Very good, everybody! And we are done with all of the vocabulary. As you can see, there is no mission. So week 22 was our last week of our missions. Please go ahead and turn them in quickly so that I can count and see who did the most missions this semester. It is now time for review and self-study. This is for contextual mastery. You'll please review all the words again, read it out loud, and then complete the vocabulary homework pages. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that was the last video. It went by so quickly. Remember when we were studying week 1 together? That was so long ago. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this vocabulary journey, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the semester and good luck in 4th grade. Okay?